I was asked to speak at the Drake in Chicago, I believe in 1998. It was the first time that we came, and I went back to the Society of Plastics Engineers Thermoforming Division and made the suggestion that we put together a exhibition for the IDSA, and Warren Ginn, who's the chairman of the Materials and Processes Division, had asked us to do this as well. So we put together a 2,500 square foot exhibit in New Orleans using products from 60 different thermoforming suppliers from around the country to try and introduce the IDSA to the idea of what thermoforming could do, since it was a process that really wasn't very well known at the time.
In the past couple of years, we've established an Industrial Design Working Group, which is global. So we have representatives in Europe and Asia and also North America. That's me. And we've been doing things like sponsoring design courses at schools and holding design competitions, and even going so far as to hiring designers to actually help us promote our products. Surprisingly, we've heard from designers that you guys have a lot of really cool stuff. You're just not talking about it enough. And it's actually been a real paradigm shift for us, that we've become less internally focused and more externally focused in terms of the types of groups that we're reaching out to and the types of information that we're receiving from. So it's been a real eye-opener for us to say, we do have some things that aren't just technically exciting, but also from a design perspective that could also be very valuable.
The other thing that we do quite a bit of is we work with the industrial design classes around the country, and we either invite them to the Thermoforming Conference or we invite them to our plant to see how things work. And we also have been very involved with the Society of Plastics Engineers Thermoforming Division in placing thermoforming machines in industrial design schools around the country. People are becoming quite familiar with the possibilities of thermoforming. Many people years ago would think thermoforming was nothing but very round, loose shapes, and now they can see that they can get very high design features, very high appearance parts that really still surprise many people today, that they can get that much detail in the thermoform part. When we first started this, we would get most of our drawings would be injection molding drawings that then we would then have to modify. And as time has gone on, we see more and more very high quality products designed for thermoforming right out of the gate, because the design community has learned a lot about how thermoforming works.
I think it has the typical sort of a hockey stick curve where things don't seem like they're moving very much for a while, but then all of a sudden you realize you have a sort of a big groundswell because you're meeting people who have met you at the previous IDSA conferences, or people who have heard about your products or heard about your technologies from other designers, and how we're working with designers worldwide, and so we're sharing a lot of that information worldwide as well.